Abusua ye makwaba shonko so eba POG Media. Ene yɛde mɛkɔ highway ne so highway ne deɛ ensɛm bebree wɔ so a yɛn so yɛagye pene sɛ yɛbɛma abadwafoɔ no ahu deɛ ɛkɔ ɛne deɛ ɛba na dɛn na ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ highway ne so. Ɛyɛ NDC mpanyinfoɔ, NDC akukudam, NDC gurus ɔmo ɛna yɛsi adeɛ ɔmo astrike on Nana Addo Akuffo presidency a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa. Deɛ ɔmo ka ne sɛ sisi ano deɛ Dumsoř na dɔɔso. Dumsoř no bɛfa baabi a timetable na mo se mo release my bet obɛda asɔre no na yɛdum light na of fridges well condition onneɔma a ɛyɛ important a ɛhia no na ɛkyɛ sɛ asɛe basaa na yɛsi ano ɔmo se ɔmo te asi abɔnten na ɔmo aba abɛyɛ ɔyɛkyerɛ kɛseɛ atia Nana Addo Akuffo ne Dr. Bawumia government na ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa. Na wei ɛna ɔmo se time a John Dramani Mahama ɛwɔ power no ɛyɛ napo ɛne ɛsla osu ɔmo leadi demonstration kɛseɛ ɔmo yɛ ɔyɛkyerɛ kɛseɛ etia Mahama ɛne NDC amanyɔkuo no a ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa koraa. Ɔbɛfa biribiara ɛndeɛ ɔmo de adane ɛnkyea ɛndeɛ mema Dumsoř na ɔmo agye so yaa Mahama kyɛ sɛ Dumsoř ɔyɛkyerɛ a ɔmo yɛ ne Ghana ha sei no na ɛnyɛ ketewa. Mugabe aba abɛma yɛ hot details ɛkwan a NDC foɔ ɛmfa so mpie nsi abɔnten na ɔmo nkɔnkɔyɛ ɔyɛkyerɛ about demonstration na ɛkɔ so no. Yɛbɛpɛ sɛ yɛbɛma abadwafoɔ no bɛma akɔ na yɛakɔ akɔtie nsɛm a Mugabe ɛde ɛto dwa na ansa na yɛbɛkɔ no wowɔ nsɛm kan bi a fa hyɛ yɛ comment section like na hyɛ ma afoforɔ nso nsa ntumi nka bi. Aha ɛyɛ POG Media. Medam ase.
Ɛyɛ ka ɔman wɔ yi a yɛwɔ mu no. Nana Addo ɛnam na ho ɔfe nti ɔne ne Bawumia no ɔmo mu Ghanafoɔ. And matrase adwene ho a mente aseɛ sɛ nti NDC yɛpɛsɛ yɛgye tumi on the 7th day of December 2024 ana yɛnyɛ ready. Demonstrations awodoɔ a ɛsɛ wɔ wusu na pɔmo ɛyɛ fa ɛyɛ Dumsoř ho Dumsoř amanfoɔ yɛ vigil sinitwafoɔ yɛ vigil ɛwɔ Ghana ha ɛfɛ Dumsoř ho asɔfoɔ ɛkasaeɛ etia John Mahama ɛfɛ Dumsoř ho besɛ mo bebree o John Mahama ɛtumi sɔre ɛnɛ ne kyena sɛ wɔkɔ akɔyɛ yɛkyerɛ ɛwɔ Dumsoř ho. What are we doing? National organizer Joseph Yamin yɛyɛ dɛn Pablo yɛyɛ dɛn yɛtena waa ma yɛba bɛfa Ameri ɛgye ho ɛyɛ credit ɛwɔ santemata mu ani ayɛ din o ani ayɛ din ani ete hɔ saa Israel Yami national organizer you called the demonstration why would you organize keke yebeba you called do ya free demo you first start demo na wo mudi sia John Mahama ya mama John Mahama enya aya asumdwe there's a peace wo yo madwene so bema wo ma we ya ungovernable said you be a juma ne be ya den dia ma Excellency John Dramani Mahama abre okodi 3 years 1 year e wo court na aya mfie makoma komiensa wonya yesu no na poni esra osuma ma John Mahama peace to betimi dia bu oman ensema na Addo kan efa Dumsoř ho ensema na pomo kan efa Dumsoř ho ensema kanoforiata ekafa Dumsoř ho ensema Bawumia ekafa Dumsoř ho ensema na Addo ekafa Dumsoř ho ene John Mahama na no ya boli ni a na na Addo no on ye wiase ahofa nyina ya na dia na won fa buo emma eye John Mahama no John Mahama no enam se ye wo no ye tete no nti no wodi buo ene do ene tema edi buo ma we ti no onim nyansa nti no wodi timetable ede ma eye Ghanafo John Mahama peso kama General Hospital ye num light amana kunkuma amanfo ma e won kubetem ye num light amama ma oxygen ane wo theater enhu e wo John Mahama abamuom sasa no wo nyansa yes John Mahama peso ko lebu teaching hospital ye num light amanfo hu kotobe ku baba we sabe na Addo ne kwafo na hwehwe ye num amu ya hu se esin twa ye num sabe Ghanafo mu bu ya ejimifo o ma hu se nteso kokko no ebi ni ye num ye de nteso fita akwa ne yate the youth of this country we are not angry enough and ye jaba fo kankata we ubeko fie wuni se na wo light ubedu fon na wo fridge asai wo machine asai wo air condition na asai wuni obia woni ne kokwat na woni obia woni ne yahwe no aboka and now beto air condition 1.5 no horsepower no wo beto ne be 40 to 50 million baako no akoto brand new within 2 weeks na Addo asai no Sani Pano Kansem, who Ghanafo way back in 2016, 2015, 2014. When we Kansem free to Ghanafo, no, whereby you would added not even 1 megawatt. Dino Mudi John Mahama time still. Chrono Moboya Ewa Amerimu dealer Mosaya fraudulent dealer Mosaya Mose I was misled. When I misled you, is in the public domain. Yeah, di. I mean, we show how we uniform no now bob boot no me hu ane mani age keke. Mo ye dey. Nyete ya hwe BVDC a ayira na NDC aye din eno se general makasa na we ansori ankasa ni aye din the demonstration said do kata no so organize demonstration. I said do kata no so organize demonstration. Organize mo ya dan. Organize mo ya dan. Papa, what is going on? Joma me ka onu kwa bada o. Eye mini umi eno ni amani ya nana mo da chinti o. Ka joma ma opa o hia biam kwa bada. A lot of people are sleeping on their jobs. Mo so na mo nya adwuma. Yeah, sorry sir. Sa na Nebukadnezar ani Idi Amin fu omubu Yesu omubu o ma we no. Ya be kwa akwaje power. Yeah, I'm catch so mo hand over power to NDC. Move this agro bi no mudi. What's the man who Ghanafo we say, yeah, ni abre pe power. You know Akuffo we anya okrom ha. She cars. Muti sama sabre mo kaye. Mumi she cars. Ye tutu atuo na omo hu ne say international community no hu ne say ye ni abre. Mumi afi. Let my vote count. Dala, let my vote count. Uti sankofo no mo kai wo mo. Mo kai afag 4. Mukai, let my vote count. Mukai womo. Mukai afag abu Ramadan mo. Mukai Joshua Chilamatemo. Mukai OPK. Ye ne waye MP. Mukai womo demonstration ni ade womo ye Ghana ha. Anya sabi ye preposition ya beji position wi a na fe de hu action bia wo Ghana mo. Mesremo. Mi nua Joseph Yamin. Me see a call demonstration. My good brother Yamin, me see a called demonstration. Bibi this near Yamano Kosa. I won't say, my petition a Speaker of Parliament on the issue of a BVD, so no. Have a copy of the petition I'm Akroma Speaker of Parliament, you know. Nana do ne Bawumia nama. Woman am say, and near my papa, John Mahama, and NDC iron. Na omo je ho animunyam. Nti say, I'm Mary, and I would buy ya. No, the Kokumas no according to K1 a year PP. Say a whole technical university. And I want to buy na a polytechnic, right? And what you mean a pejam, I'm an Albabedu, Št0řm Bedu University. Oba was said there be a dear that's on it. Obet in January from Amu. UDS, Rollers, ya change it, Dino. Ya probia, what Bobra, Papa, our gun, honey, than it near to University Biswa. Sanya Rollers want to see UDS, second one, it was a kid the other day. Ya de toso. Near the Dumbo one, who Papa Bias, bomb, as Uncle Fono, bomb, Busiano, UP tradition. Wicked Bonin Kwan war with him. Near Dumudia Kotutu, Unoso. University of Education, Winnipeg School, didn't come Kumasi campus, near Akuffo a painting, why, you know, by my useless things on Kwa. And it is time. So see a stop you, Amo. Without fear or favor. Nonsense near too much in this country. Changing of the names, no Kwano, your cultural say, Sardina will change, you know. Kwaswa a woman would tell you show. I made in a coffee free. A year I will be my so de buy. Besides, I see a bedu Ghana near Bahokase. Ya therefore from the Akokumas and Kwan see $35 million. Ya bought $35 million. Ya bought in so bad soon this $35 million. I saw your phone idea change it's at $35 million. Sadiano Wahania di Kokumaseno. And what can coin $35 million? It was Kediana we am crying show. Money the Ebe and Homodia. Some man now do count with Dumsoř. And then we have the men. Gonna afford the 2 million Ashemusem. Common timetable Kramutimi Famagano. You do doom lights and a man for Okwa Ebusuya, Uma this year, Uma Mu essay. Body say essay or much as I would know. A man for cold store, Omo Boka businesses are about full canker tanta way, and my man for businesses ego. And then when you saw you crown one. Are they? Whenever I which may charge you phone, I dear bet you now low battery now phone doom. Whenever I gonna fly. Still I will doom son. Dear, say baby I drone dear. The per timetable no. Na do in 2019. So can send between the Ghana for Dumsoř. The best year monk compon koyachi. Let's be reflective enough. Your koyachi they could in some kind in 2019 about.
Except for 1 or 2 unfortunate days, Dumsoř is no longer a phenomenon in our country. We have been able to handle Dumsoř. The huge debt, the $5 billion plus debt we inherited over the energy sector, we've dealt with half of it, and we're in the process of redeeming the other half. Today we're exporting energy to Burkina Faso. We'll begin again to Togo, because we have excess capacity and we're using it to derive more money for our country. It's important that we have reliable, secure supply.
Now, in 2019, we see our excess capacity. I must say, you did come to go for. Burkina Faso for. In yes, bebre at the bois of my gun and puntu. We are useless president. May come without fear or favor. We are very, very useless. Excess capacity is to say away. Excess capacity, no. Yeah, in 2019, our class asked him, excess capacity is to say away. See, baby, excess capacity, no. This was in 2019. President Yawo Kasa. Next time our Canadian officer sabe. That's your man pro. We are very, very useless. Ghana for a big mistake. You don't deserve that seat. You don't deserve that presidency. No, a mistake. And I Ghana for but never again. Now, the Ghana for you. The Ghana for Nanado. Almost my timetable. SS capacity in 2019 and 5 years in the sumo. By over 1 megawatt in Mekaho. Nipa no so my SS capacity no musori so na mudi natem. Say you do see dia na ho mu see. There is nothing there for you to repair. Adia na say ya yes. Adia no dala and say ya yes. And today the finance minister Dr. Mohammed Andam what they are told just say only happy about the current power outages. Any shortages, no. Also, you're happy. And you're the current finance minister and Eka. Let's listen to him.
The shortfalls. The energy sector continues to be our Achilles heel. And the current outages is quite disturbing. We are not happy about it ourselves. But the problems in the energy sector have accumulated for years. We have addressed some of these challenges, and some of them are also emerging that needs immediate attention. So under the leadership of His Excellency the President, we have agreed to a number of measures that we have started implementing. And in due course, very, very soon, the people of Ghana will see the results of these interventions. Particularly the cash waterfall mechanism, which faced some challenges, is being repositioned to deliver and to achieve its objective. The revenue collection by ECG really has improved, but we haven't gotten to where we want to get to. We want ECG to populate the cash waterfall mechanism to the levels that can provide cash flow to all the other SOEs in the value chain. And that can also pay for fuel, and that can pay for the power IPPs are providing. We are almost there. And very soon, the people of Ghana will see the results. To bring accountability and transparency to bear on the cash waterfall mechanism.
Yeah, that's it. The problem is sikasem. Inti ene SS power no. Ya na yawa yedi bi kotogo no ene bokena ni nyina no. Na se omu release statement se omu bejai. So that's the sum. You no ko farmer says na Mary ba nyina no. Ebo e kakraka nyina de ba nyina no. Utumi power me anya Dumsoř koyansa na do take over. Ene wo de untimi nto gas and power and feed any money nya adwuma. What na say mo be break 8. Be break 20 nya 8. So fun kwa na to o man no maka nsamfo akere san na mo kwan no moteso. Over the weekend, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama will engage various teachers unions, no? A NAGRAT, coalition of concerned teachers, any issues surrounding implementation of free SHS policy, no? Which is NDC back power. When you be so, you be to me. Said there be a free SHS, no? You be to me. I find it to my prefer. You heard your course or L.
The NDC is in solidarity with teachers in decrying the current manipulation, abuse, and wrongful punishment of teachers by this NPP administration. It is not surprising that you have captured this amongst your concerns. These harassments, abuse, and the threat of an actual use of transfers, repostings as a tool for coercing and punishing teachers, school heads, directors, and union leaders who engage in who criticize the system or criticize government will be halted by the NDC. And as I said, 7th January will be the second Independence Day for teachers and headmasters. You'll be free to speak your minds without fear that you will be transferred to Bumpurugu or Bole or Mandari or Makango or somewhere like that. The use of first language as a medium of instruction from KG to Basic 3 sits well with our own policies. This was especially so under Prof. Jane Nana Opoku-Agyeman as the then Minister of Education. She advocated this policy directly. This policy will be considered alongside the training of more teachers in the local major Ghanaian languages to make its implementation effective. The NDC agrees with you on the need to establish libraries in the basic schools to inculcate the culture of reading in the pupils. This is necessary not only for knowledge but also for pleasure, which is gradually diminishing in the basic schools. We complain that our children are not reading, but they're not reading because they don't have access to the books. And so that is something we'll look at. The need to ensure the provision of relevant textbooks, workbooks, and teaching and learning materials were vigorously pursued under my administration. And I remember that under Jane Nana, we were able to supply all the 4 core textbooks to the children at the basic level, including the teachers. And so everybody had the books. Distribution of school uniforms was also done alongside the distribution of textbooks. Presently, the distribution of textbooks is a critical issue at the basic school level. And I'm not surprised that you have raised the issue, because my understanding is that since the new curriculum came almost 4 or 5 years ago, the children have not got the textbooks to be able to instruct them in the new curriculum. Even the teachers do not have the textbooks. We will reform the current centralized posting of teachers from the GES headquarters and revert to the deployment of teachers by regional and district directorates of education. So this will create a better spread of teachers across the country rather than the current centralized model. And we're going to, if we do this, it will enable us to be able to also decentralize. We're looking at that, but that's the finance committee, looking at decentralizing the accountant general's department so that we can have regional and district treasuries that know who are on the payroll, so that if a teacher leaves, it's possible to know that the teacher is not there, instead of the current system where teachers leave and 6 months after their salaries are still being paid into their accounts.
Abusia, wene ensama ekoso ewo highway ne so. NDC mpanyinfo na omo se mo ba beti esi abonte na chese omo aye oye chere kese etia na adodankwa Akuffo Addo ne na banya enye asem ketu akra. Yebere ya bidwafo asese omo je pene kokoti sa odiwe ede emaya aha POG Media. Medamase.